As the first light dawn swept over the horizon, the buggy pirates began to stir. Moji and Kabaji lay sprawled on the ground, still unconscious from the unexpected blow. The crew gathered around trying to piece together what has happened. Amid the confusion, Richie the lion stood at the center of it all, his chest puffed out in pride, though still bewildered by the events of his dream. One by one, the pirates' eyes turned to the lion, which seemed to embody the very spirit of leader, strong, fearless, and most importantly, victorious. Whispers of his incredible feat spread quickly, and soon the entire crew was cheering for their new hero. Before long, the decision was unanimous. The lion was declared as the new captain of the Richie Pirates. In honor of his sudden rise to power, the crew crafted a new Jolly Roger, emblazoned with Richie's magnificent red mane. The creature basked in adoration, though he couldn't understand why he had suddenly become the center of attention. For now it didn't matter. He was the captain, and his adventure had only just begun. One Piece. Story was made by Eiichiro Oda. Chapter 60. Solution. Sanji, I wanted you to leave this ship without hurting you, but it seems things can't be that way. No, they can't. So then the least I could do is kill you myself, Gin promised. That's the solution I've arrived at. Gracefully, Sanji lighted his cigarette as he shared his thoughts. Thank you. Now kindly eat shit and die. His attention was suddenly drawn to the young pirate. You too, Straw Hat. It would have been best for you to leave with your crewmates earlier. Huh? It's not as if I could ever be beaten by weaklings like you. Krieg's men bristled at the insult, their collective anger rising like the tide. They just called us weaklings and told our commander off. We're the Krieg Pirates, the strongest pirate crew in all of the East Blue. Weren't you guys just the biggest pirate crew? He questioned. The pirates stood frozen in their tracks. Puffing out a cloud of smoke, Sanji shared. You hit them where it hurts. Guess I was right, Luffy added nonchalantly. You idiot, don't provoke them anymore. The chefs yelled. You're still up against Don Krieg. His strength's the real thing. That dim wit, Patty exclaimed, but the head chef chuckled to himself despite the dire situation. Suddenly, the Krieg pirates leapt into action with their swords raised high. That's it! Let's kill them ourselves! Step back, all of you, a powerful voice demanded. Don Krieg, but they... But his words were cut short by the Admiral's words. With his golden armor shining in the distance, Krieg spoke with a wicked grin plastered to his face. A person who gets angry just for being called weak is indirectly admitting that he's weak. The final result decides who's strong and who's not. I'm still standing here, so don't you start whining for nothing. Yes, Don. Of course, Don. Both Patty and Karn exchanged uneasy glances. Talk about leadership. His title, Don, as the fleet admiral of 50 ships, isn't just for show, Karn added with trepidation. The Admiral's booming voice resonated across the shipwreck as he turned his gaze toward Luffy. You there, brat? Who do you think is more fit to become the Pirate King? You or me? Me, Luffy responded without hesitation. Hey, don't egg him on any further. Why? He questioned Patty. Krieg's eyes twitched in anger. Annoyed by Luffy's audacity, the Admiral stood up from the wreckage and demanded, All right, move it, men. It can't be... Speaking with his author, he removed one of his large golden shoulder pads and displayed it to the entire group. The skull in his crossbones was clearly visible at the center of his shoulder pad. "It's time to teach that dreamer brat over there the true meaning of strength," he declared. "It's the MH5, one of the pirates cried out in terror. Gin's voice joined the chorus of fear, pleading with his captain. "Don, wait!" Both Luffy and Sanji were completely confused. "If it's just a cannonball, I'll just bounce it back, you know," he told them. But Gin's desperation grew with his voice. "Please, Don, allow me to kill this man with my own hand." "Whether you kill him or I do, the result is the same," Krieg interrupted coldly. "You know that there's nothing I hate more than foolishly naive things like honor or compassion. Listen well, this is a battle we're in, and in a battle you fight to win." The skull on Krieg's emblem fully opened, revealing a deadly mechanism resembling a muzzle within. "So all you have to do is win, even if it means using a poison gas bomb." "Poison gas? Don!" Gin echoed, but instead the Admiral bore a wicked smile. "One whiff of this'll be enough to render your entire body immobile," he explained, declaring proudly, "This is strength." The barrel erupted from Krieg's shoulder pad, hurtling towards the Bharati with deadly intent. "Crap! Dive into the sea!" The cook scrambled in panic, diving for cover as Krieg's men quickly donned their gas masks. "It's coming!" Luffy, undeterred by the chaos around him, rushed straight towards it. "I'll just knock it down into the sea." "You idiot, come back!" Sanji called out to him, but the boy ignored the response, leaping into the air with his foot poised to strike the bomb. "I ain't afraid of a little poison gas!" As Luffy's foot neared the bomb, Gin's eyes widened in realization. No, that's not it. Suddenly, it exploded in a flurry of sharp metal stars. The blades shot out in every direction, cutting into Luffy's flesh. The young pirate cried out in pain, crashing to the deck and clutching his wounded shoulder. "A shrapnel shell!" The Krieg pirates laughed in delight. "It was just a trick!" Gritting his teeth, Luffy tried to brush it off. "Wasn't it supposed to be a poison gas bomb?" "A little slow on the uptake, don't you think?" Sanji retorted, though the concern in his voice was unmistakable. Don Krieg's laughter rang out over the wrecking, his eyes gleaming with satisfaction. "A single poison gas bomb is enough to entirely wipe out a small town, as if I'd waste it to kill you two pieces of trash." "I see," Luffy said calmly. "He got me good." The chefs couldn't help but sigh at the response. Why the hell's he agreeing with him? "This is what a battle is. I've got more ways to kill you than I can count." The Admiral boomed. "Now I'll ask you again. Which one of us do you think is more fit to become the Pirate King?" "Me," Luffy declared once more. "It definitely can't be you." Krieg's eyes narrowed with rage. "Gin, you're responsible for killing that cook." The Admiral then gazed upon the boy as he continued. "But I'll kill this brat myself." "Understood, Don," the commander confirmed. Staring each other down, both Gin and Sanji braced themselves for what would be a brutal confrontation. "Sorry, Sanji," Gin stated with regret, "but you can't win against me." Sanji took a long drag of his cigarette before exhaling slowly, his eyes locked on Gin. "Took the words right out of my mouth." With a calculating gaze, Don Krieg looked at the young pirate. "Damn brat, I'll demonstrate to you the might of the ruler of the East Blue. You'll know soon enough that your strange power is meaningless before me." "Keep talking," Luffy challenged. "I'll send you flying either way. I'll come on over there right now, so wash your face and sit tight." Krieg's laughter echoed across the deck. "So you're stupid enough to come over here again, are you?" "Here I come!" With a burst of energy, Gin spun his tonfas and charged straight towards him while his men cheered him on. "Kill him, Gin!" With a resounding crash, Gin's weapon struck the floorboards, sending splinters flying. The sheer force of the impact reverberated through the deck. Sanji sprang to his feet and attempted a counterattack with a swift, powerful kick. "Damn!" he cursed as his attack landed into the empty air. Gin's reflexes were swift. He ducked the blow with ease and replied with a sinister smile, "Allow me to tell you my nickname. The Demon." Seizing the moment, Gin ensnared Sanji in a headlock with his iron-barred weapon resting menacingly upon his neck. I don't have a shred of sympathy for you anymore. So long.